Revenge was the motivation that drove Niesha to leave her homeland of Hammerfell and journey into the unforgiving wilds of Skyrim. Revenge was the fire burning in her heart at the memory of the treatment her aunt had received at the hands of the Thalmor. Niesha was born to parents who worked hard as farmers, making a living from the land. However, Niesha's dream was to follow her aunt, who lived the warrior's life. She was a border skirmisher protecting Hammerfell from bandits and Thalmor incursions. On her rare visits to the family farmstead, Niesha's aunt would spend time with her, teaching her how to wield a sword and defend herself with a shield. These were the days that Niesha cherished the most, and she longed for each visit. One fateful day, news reached Niesha's farm that her aunt had been taken prisoner by the Thalmor. After days of gruesome torture, her aunt finally succumbed to her wounds and died in a Thalmor dungeon. The Thalmor discarded her body like unwanted rubbish, not allowing her body to be returned for mummification, as is the custom of the Redguards. After hearing this news, Niesha was so incensed that she vowed to hunt and kill every Thalmor she could find. She wanted revenge. This led her to Skyrim, where the Thalmor had a large presence and she could slake her thirst for revenge. Niesha's aunt told her of an old friend who lived high in the mountains south of Falkreath. If Niesha ever found herself over the border in Skyrim, then look up her old friend Angie, who is accomplished with the bow and always willing to pass on some of her skills.
Name's Angie. And if you try anything stupid, I won't hesitate to put an arrow in your head. Sorry, a girl can't be too careful out here. Like I said, name's Angie, and I've been living out here for a couple of years now. I moved here from Helgen after my family was killed. At the time, I couldn't stand to be around anyone. They all felt sorry for me, and I didn't want them to. It was my problem, not theirs. Two Imperial drunks who thought they were above the law. Already did. Part of the reason I'm living out here now. Thanks for offering, though. I set up those targets a long time ago. I shoot at them from time to time. Don't want to get rusty with my bow. That I am. You know how to use one? Well, let me know if you ever want to practice. If you need a bow, there's one on the rack to the left of the door. Excellent. Follow me to the targets and we'll begin. My father was rarely home, so it was my mother who actually taught me how to use a bow. She always said composure was the key to a successful archer. If you can remain calm, even in the midst of chaos, Your arrow will most likely find its target. Okay, let's see what you can do. Remember to stay within the boundaries and only use the practice arrows. I have some if you don't have any. Aim for the middle target. Nice shot, right on target. Now hit the target to the left. Great shot. Now hit the target to the right. Nice shot, right on target. Let me know if you want to practice some more. Next time we'll make it a little more challenging. Excellent. Follow me to the targets and we'll begin. My older brother took me out hunting a lot when I was little. At the time, it was difficult to keep food on the table, let alone have enough left over to sell at the market. So whenever we came across more than one deer in a single location, it was imperative we kill as many as we could. If you can learn to keep your composure and trust that each shot is true, then you should be able to quickly handle multiple targets. When I tell you to, try and hit each of the 3 closest targets in 8 seconds. I'll count to 3 and then say go. You have 8 seconds to hit each of the 3 targets. Draw string and get ready. 1, 2, 3... Go! Hey, watch it! You did it! All 3 targets in 8 seconds. Nice job. Let me know if you want to practice some more. Next time we'll make it a little more challenging. I'm telling you, I heard it! Howling! Excellent. Follow me to the targets and we'll begin. We've talked about speed and composure. Now we'll go over precision. Oftentimes, you won't be able to get as close to your prey as you'd like, and you'll have to settle with a long shot. However, with such a long shot, it's more than likely that's the only shot you'll be able to take before your prey runs off. If you find yourself in such a situation, then you need to make your shot count. Don't rush your shot. Crouch down, get comfortable, and take aim. Okay, your turn. Try and hit the target way in the back, far behind the other 3. Remember to take your time and make your shot count. Nice shot, right on target. Let me know if you want to practice some more. Next time we'll make it a little more challenging. Need something? Excellent. Follow me to the targets and we'll begin. We've talked about composure, speed, and precision. Now it's time to use all 3 at once. I'm warning you now. This challenge will be quite difficult. Just remember everything I've taught you, and you should be able to complete it. It may take you a couple of tries, but that's what practice is all about. When I tell you to, try and hit all 4 targets in 10 seconds. I'll count to 3 and then say go. You have 10 seconds to hit each of the 4 targets. Draw string and get ready. 1, 2, 3... Go! Stop that! You did it! All 4 targets in 10 seconds. Nice job. I think I've taught you everything I know. You might even be as good as me now. Kind of scary if I think about it. It was my pleasure. It's not often I get visitors out here, let alone friendly ones. Thanks for sticking around and keeping me company. It was nice to finally meet someone out here who doesn't want to rob you or take off your head. I know it isn't much, but here, take this bow. It was given to me by my family. It's special to me, but brings back too many painful memories. Don't be like them. Don't feel sorry for me. Remember, composure and speed. You don't need to see your arrow hit before moving on to your next target. Trust your shot is true.
Niesha told Angie of her aunt's fate and her vow for revenge on the Thalmor. Advising caution, Angie told Niesha that the Thalmor have a headquarters in Solitude, and this might be a good place to look for information that would help her. She also advised Niesha not to tackle the Thalmor alone, but to look for others who would fight at her side. That night, Niesha's dreams were filled with fire and screams of Thalmor put to the sword and Niesha fighting at her aunt's side.